Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kansas State Wildcats. Taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buffaloes will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense takes the field to start this game off. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. And the Wildcats get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big...
Nothing but green ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. On the ground, it's Giddens. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayden. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Colorado's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a matchup between these two guys. I know they'll never go head-to-head, but, David, you know they're trying to one-up each other.
Oh, this is head-to-head, and I'm watching everything you do, and I'm going to try to do it better. So I'm interested to see if anybody makes some mistakes and presses a little bit, knowing that dude's on the other side of the field.
You're right, David, because you know these guys are competitors, right? This is going to feel like a video game. The scoreboard is going to be lit up.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's taking the shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bucs.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on 1st down from the 43. They're getting this guy lathered up. On the move at the 30. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up. Turn on the pick.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. Execution by the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive. Maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Now the pitch. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, get the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to pass it. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last one.
And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Touchdown, Wildcats! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Handoff to the single running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Kicks it high and is just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the...
He lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. He'll take another shot here. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This offense is
So good, I'm champ.
and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that pass picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Back to pass, it's Sanders. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball.
Now they'll line. It's automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And the matchup of 1 versus 2 just wrapped up, and we have a final update for you. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a matchup between the top 2 teams in football is going to go a long way in telling the story of this season.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after them. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB set. Of course, they picked him off the last time. They almost picked him off right there. This defense did a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. It's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
What a great job on the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. No, these guys stay home, play their assignment, and that's why they had success.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Running it back, it's Hunter. This guy has is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless in ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust to play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback. Then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikov Award or something.
To highlight after highlight after highlight, he's going to go to social media, he's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, even making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to score pretty dang quickly.
Come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Looking for a crease. It's Giddens. Finds some space and up to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Kansas State quick to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback for their first production.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The give to the left. Running with power. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Johnson wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards. Ultimately ends up losing yards.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to get through the air. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully and get the first down, and that's all that matters.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Makes him talk to the hand. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. Looking to throw at Sanders. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. And off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Giddens.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's got it down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cane.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking for room, it's Edwards. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Pollard, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The lone back's got it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller,
feeling some heat. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Johnson looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
The AT unit on the field. Oh, and the extra point is blocked.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He wants to throw here on second down. That pass is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. A 3rd and long coming up here. The give to the left side. Finding an escape route. Running toward the tape. The tag. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. inside the 10. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Johnson looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The throw. Finds his big tight end.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation. Wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him. Finds him in the hole. Hits him. Perfect job.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field. Down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the middle. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job on the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. You take away all the deep stuff, make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The offense set for a first down play. Back to the ground game on the left. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Quit being so loud. Quit being so loud.
They'll try the right side. Discards a man. And he used that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try and accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
If she in there, let her be in there. You can go in when she get out.